What up? It's your girl D. Giving you my Summer Madness 3 Jazz vs. Miss Hustle review that Smack URL finally dropped after multiple tweets and a video cursing them out from Angry Fan 007. Um, Jazz, I gave the battle to Miss Hustle 2-1. I gave her the first and second round. I know that they say that she choked in the first round. I wasn't there. I don't know if she choked. Apparently Twiz edited it out along with the twerk sessions and Jazz coming out with the Miss Obama mask. So we don't really know, we didn't get to see the choke. But they said that even with the choke, she still got the first round. So I gave her the first and the second, and I gave Jazz the third. Miss Jazz came out first. She used the same lines that she used against QB. The introduction saying, that she graduated from school, but it was September and she was back to school, bitches. She then told Miss Hustle how she couldn't handle uh, E Hart, Old Red, Misfit, or QB. Then she told her that she would bury her in the dirt with the beats, which was a scheme that, well, Misfit pulled out the iPad during her battle with Miss Hustle, and she was showing mad pictures of Miss Hustle with her beats on. So that was pretty funny. Then she went on to say that Hustle was giving other niggas views, talking about K Profit hopping in the ring when she once again was in the battle with Misfit, and that a Hustle was supposed to push Smack. Then she got on to Hustle's gang affiliation and told her that she reps the five, so she guess she must live that slob life. If you know anything about gangs, that's what they call themselves, but it's kind of disrespectful coming from someone else, I believe. I don't know. But Hustle took offense and started telling Jazz to watch her mouth. Um, and then Jazz pretty much said that, they're battling pretty much like Averb and X Factor. Averb and Hitman Holla, because she was cool, they were cool, then Jazz got hot, and now she's not. Hustle then went on to pretty much call Devo a pimp and said that Smack kicked her out of URL and she ran over, to get pimped by Devo. Uh, then she told Hustle that, she really want to be the first lady of URL, but it took for Smack to bring his new bitch, her, out to let the old bitch out of the doghouse. So she just really went at Hustle hard body about that first lady thing. And that was the end of Jazz's first. Hustle came out and, like I said, the choke was edited out. She immediately, let it be known that she put the beats on Kwani Kush, allegedly, because she, knew that Jazz was going to bring that up, which she did. She also told Jazz, that just shows that she has real woman issues, pretty much alluding to the fact that Jazz is, just a young college girl. She doesn't really have much life experience, but, Hustle's like, I'm a woman and I got shit that's popping off in my real life besides battle rap. So that was hard. She then had a school scheme, that one was hot. You saw it on the trailer when she was saying that she would leave her apple on the desk, and, that was crazy. She came in Norb's hard body karate. She was like, I got a cosign from Smack. You got cosign from Norbs, who's the nigga that works for the nigga that works for the nigga that go get the Duchess for Smack. So that was crazy. That was fucking hilarious. And, yeah, that she then went on to say that Norbs knew that she would beat Jazz, but he still put her out there, and that he put his dog in a bag like a high sedity bitch. So that was crazy. Um, she was telling her that she got bars, but that she dances around the punch like it's prom night. So that was good. And then she was like, that she Googles a bitch, which means she puts her type in a box and niggas will have to search for her. So that was hard. And she was like, pretty much told her that you think you're the greatest, but during my battle with E Hart, you was holding my water, and pretty much you got Bobby Boucher. So that was the end of round one. Like I said, I gave that round to Hustle. Round two, Jazz came out with a scheme about QB, Black Diamond, and Miss Hustle, whose real name is Ebony. So she had some type of diamond ebony scheme, pretty much saying that she was using them as her stepping stones to get where she needs to go. So that went hard. She also said that she only gave QB a rough draft of the report, and she was about to give Miss Hustle that work, pretty much. She had a lot of school and work schemes. She did a Adolf Hitler scheme. That was good. She called out Miss Hustle on the old red battle, which a lot of people did because she called the wrong set out or threw up the wrong sign. I'm not sure. She said the wrong lingo or something. Once again, like I said, I'm not gang affiliated. I'm a gang by myself. I don't know about none of that. But she called her out on that, and then she proceeded to say that she was trying to get cool with Farrah and Stargirl because they actually throw up the bees, and but you can't be blood just by being affiliated with them. But Farrah hopped out there, like she was gonna battle too, and Jazz was like, "Bring it on!" Like she was ready to battle both of them by themselves, by herself. So that was crazy. Um, she then accused Farrah and Stargirl Lady Red of sleeping with K Shine, which everybody knows that Farrah used to go with K Shine, so that wasn't a big shocker. But for her to say that Stargirl Lady Red was sleeping with him, when everybody knows Stargirl's always at all the events, the URL events. Clearly, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. So if you watch the background, you'll see that you know Smack was like, "Oh, word, word." He said that multiple times, and by the end of the battle, they were pretty much, Stargirl was draped around him, and he was standing there. And like I said, clearly, you should be able to read between the lines if you're a real bitch. So, Jazz then went on to say that, you know, she pretty much accused Miss Hustle of stealing bars. She brought out a few instances where, she said that Miss Hustle either stole or flipped other people's bars, and pretty much told her just because her name is Miss Hustle that didn't mean she had to flip bars. Um, it was up to Hustle, and Hustle told her that if she saw on the yard, it would be Don DeMarco because bang bang, and that she would leave her soul next to her like Genuine's bitch. So that was crazy because Genuine's wife name is Soleil, and she'll have her soul lay next to her. So that was crazy. She had a different world scheme that was good. She flipped her name a lot of times. She called her a big giant Spalding head. Basketballs are huge. Basketball players are 6 and 7 feet tall, and their hands are humongous. So for them to grip a ball, that shit is large. So that was crazy. They always say Jazz has a big head. I've seen her in person. I don't really think that her head's that big, but I don't know. She then just conceded. She was like, fuck conceded. And her niggas will make that Sunday, move that Sunday to Monday, something. She just the shit out of conceded. He came out, which he should have been there already because Hustle had mad people on her side, and Jazz was over there looking real flimsy with the backup. So conceded came out, and he stood right there, and she said it again, so that was alright. And then Hustle was like, if she gets her associates, it won't be the first degree, and that she would lay Jazz out and put the beats on her ears so that the music could fall on deaf ears like Foxy Brown. And you was dead wrong for that, Hustle. You're dead wrong for that. Next up, Jazz was up, and the third round, this is the round that I gave her. She used a lot of URL rappers in the scheme. It was hot. It was very hot. She got personal and put it out there that Lotta Zay, the battle rapper, I think he's Team Hami, that him and Kwani Kush were messing around, and all of a sudden he started messing with Miss Hustle, and apparently he was writing bars for Kwani Kush, and then he blew her up and threw her under the bus. And Jazz said that it was because Hustle made her do it, and that if you look in the background, just watch the back at this part. And then she accused her of banging Arsenal, Suge, and O-Red, and told her that her pussy was a winery. She then did a lot of Zay flips, called him a singing ass nigga, and pretty much said that Hustle's the man of their relationship because Lotta don't got a lot to say. So that was hard. She did a love and hip hop scheme that was good, and then she called Hustle out for fighting in those streets for her boyfriend Lotta Zay when she should be fighting for her husband. So that was a little bit wow, because yeah. And then she called her Miss Struggle instead of Miss Hustle. And then Hustle's third, I didn't really get a lot of notes. She said a lot of stuff, but like I said, I gave the third to Jazz. And that's how I'm calling it. Deuces.